Choi, and I just started this segment yesterday, but I think it's a pretty good one. It's a Livevol earnings report. So every morning I get this report right here that kind of tells you which stocks are in play, when they are reporting earnings, the time of day, what they're expecting, what the stock price is, what if they have weeklies, the first and second expiration, volatility information, the option implied volatility move. So this is how much the options are implying the underlying is going to move, and this is the actual movement for the past 4 earnings, past 8 earnings, and past 12 earnings. So let's actually look at Apollo. You see how in Apollo it's the options are implying a 9.5% move, but if you look at the average of the last 4, 8, or 12, it's moved greater than that. So let's look at it today. Let's look at the vol. Looks like vol's up 1 point. It's around 58, which is not that high because if you look at this red box right here to my left, remember last time it was 68. The time before it was 59. Let me go back, and then before that it was 65. So basically, it's it's in the middle. It's relatively high, but not really high. And I know we were talking about how it was wedging, and it looks like it's breaking out a little before the news is coming out. But we'll see what the news might be. So. If I look at the stats for today, more calls than puts are traded. Looks like the net deltas are negative and the net premium is positive. So if anything, people are buying the April 32 puts, maybe selling calls, but these are like few hundred lots, so it's not a huge amount of trading going on. Normally, I'm not a big buyer into earnings. I just like selling when they seem high. But if this moves around 10%, we're talking about a 350 move, which will put it in range between 31 and 38 bucks, right? So 31 and 38. Around here, and 38 is what maybe it's implying if it's a 10% move. You can sell that strangle for $1, but not sure if that's actually that great. So looking at everything, just in general, I'm just tempted to sell some options. Let me actually type in here. So like maybe the 30 put might be, or 35. So my thinking is like 30 to 35 is where maybe the range might be. And if that's the case, then maybe I should sell some of these options. Maybe I should sell maybe sell some 38s. Or 39s, right? Sell these, 10% move, so it'll buffer me from 10% move up, and then basically what I'll do is I'll sell the strangle. But that might be my play, but nothing here is telling me like, hey, that's definitely the play to do. So that's that. I might actually end up selling something. I might actually just sell some puts, just because it looks like it's already breaking to the upside. So we'll see. But if you look at the order flow, it's, I wouldn't say it's bullish or bearish. I would say it's kind of like you don't know. But, right now, nothing here is that obvious to do. So let's actually go to Monsanto. So Monsanto, which is the next one on this list, it's implying a 2.4% move, and basically it doesn't really move at earnings. So I don't know if there's anything really to do except looks like they're slightly bullish here going into it. But in terms of like, you know, putting on a position, I don't think there's that much to do. I look at the chart. Yeah, the volatility is pretty much smack dab in the middle of the 1 year average. The options are pretty much, you know, it's pretty much a coin flip. So I guess if you know something about this stock fundamentally, that might give you a little edge. But just looking at the order flow and volatility, it's not really telling me to do much. Let's look at the next one. So Micron. So Micron is implying an 8.3% move, which is pretty much in line with the averages. If you look at, so I might look at the stats first. I'll see like a little more calls than puts. You know, maybe this guy. This guy did, yeah, the calls and puts. Yeah, so even this order flow is not really that clear cut, right? So it's a lot of them is purple, which means they probably did it with stock and it's out of range. But you're just kind of like looking at it. You look at the volatility for 1 year, and yeah, it's pretty much in range of last time it had earnings. Also, it had a little bump in stock price today. So we'll see what happens. But again, this one doesn't give you anything obvious. So what's going to happen is as these go, something's going to kind of like pop out at you. But right now, none of this stuff is really popping out. The other one is KMX. So CarMax, basically, we talked about pretty much the same thing, not that much info. The volatility is kind of, you know, in line with other vols, and you know what it's saying is it's going to implying a 5.7% move, which is also like right dab in the middle. The other one is NQ. Now the NQ is not. So the truth is we don't know when NQ's earnings are going to be. This is not confirmed. So even until it's confirmed, I don't see how you can actually trade their earnings unless you have experience before and this non-confirmation is okay. But in general, I think maybe Apollo, I might sell some strangle or puts. You know, even in Micron too. I think yesterday I was telling you guys maybe I was thinking maybe the downside is there maybe selling some puts, but now that it's gone up so much, maybe just selling the puts is no longer that great because I was kind of using this support as my backstop for the puts, right? So now that that's gone, because it's up 2.2% today, maybe that's not going to be the best trade either. But you know, so that's it. You know, maybe I almost feel like maybe I should do a trade for you guys here. Guess the real question is it going to move? I think it might move. I guess the question is which direction, right? So, you know, I usually just like staying with the trend. So most likely, if anything, I'll sell some puts. Maybe the 30 put might be the way to go, or maybe the 29.5 put, right? But I'm gonna sell a one lot at 29. And basically what I'm saying by doing that is it's not going to go below 30 because that's where it seems like it's kind of bouncing, right? So, and you know, my conviction on this is not like super, and I might not get filled. So I'm going to sell one lot at 29. And if I get filled, I get filled. So boom, there you go. We'll see how it goes. But other than that, earnings seasons are pretty much coming around. So instead of having 4, there'll probably be like 50 on the list going forward. And then you'll find something to do pretty much every day. But other than that, I appreciate you guys joining me. And this is going to be the Livevol earnings report. And I'll do this right after trading with Livevol. So hope your trading goes well. Talk to you guys tomorrow.